Gig.
Gig. Good to meet you, Gig. Nice gig.
Yeah.
You probably get that a lot. How many times a day do you get that?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Twice today from you.
Yeah, okay.
Kevin, hey, congratulations for being here at WonderCon. How does it feel today?
Oh, it's great. It's a beautiful day outside. Love to see all the fans. It's a fun time.
Now, of course, you're here on a panel celebrating the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers.
I don't know how that's possible. I thought I was 30 years old.
30.
So, maybe 40 years old? No, so let's go even farther than that. Yeah, I was one of the OG guest stars of Power Rangers, and it was just starting to get big in that time, and my son was just starting to get into those types of things because he was watching, do you watch Power Rangers or do you watch Barney? And it's just such a difference of storylines. Mm-hmm. But we were letting him do that, and then I got on the show, and so he was a big thing at school.
Now, thinking back then, when you first got on the show, what did you think it was?
For me, when you're my size and you've got a part where you're not wearing a costume and you're actually talking, I didn't care what it was. And in fact, my agent was Amy Jo Johnson's agent, and he had said, hey, there's this part coming up that you should try out for, even though, it's not a lot of money, but you should try out for. And so I read it. It's like, well, of course, yeah. And then it was a two-parter. And then they never called me back because it's one of those things. But fans now, I don't even know if I've watched the episode, but fans now have come up and said that, it's their words, not mine. You're my favorite guest star. Why didn't you come back? And it's like, well, talk to the producers. But I had a really fun time. I was the guy that saved their they were all down and out, where we all get very, you don't believe in yourself and that. And I was like, no, that was my whole character, is that they have to believe in themselves and you fight as a unit to defeat the evilness of what was going on.
So when fans come up to you, in reaction to your character, is that like very touching to you, or you're just like wondering like why is this so important?
No, it is very important. I've been very lucky that I have been able to do different pop culture iconic pictures, and this is just one of them. Many people do some great pictures, but they're not pop culture. This was something that fans as a child went back to, and that's what Power Rangers were, and sometimes of some of the other projects that I've been with, Return of the Jedi, Weird Science, things like this, of where people would go home and they had a really bad day at school, mm-hmm. and they would go home and play this on the VHS, and it made their day better. I just happened to be in it, and I'm very honored that I was a member of that cast that they still remember to at this time. It's very touching. It's like a lap around. I did the project, I got paid for it, and now people 30, 40 years later are still enjoying what I did 30 years ago. It's an old man saying, you know what, remember then? And people going, yes, I do remember when. And it's like, how lucky is that? How lucky is that?
That's going to be your panel today.
Yes. Feel like, wait a minute, it's 30 years of Power Rangers. No, really, I can't be 30. No, I have a 29-year-old son, so I have to be 30.
That's a good way to take a look at it.
Yes, exactly. So it's a lot of fun of just reminiscing about things that they sometimes remember your character better than you do. Mm-hmm. They'll say, why did you say this? And you're like, it was in the script? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just you're trying to remember those things. But these fans are they know character-wise of why you were doing this. Of being an Ewok, people said, well, why did you have this on your costume? It's like, because costume put it there. I didn't pick it out, but they're picking those things out. And same thing with Power Rangers. Is why did you do these things? And you're like, it was written.
So you love it when these fans overanalyze these things.
Oh yeah, I mean they've gotten so into that character and the storyline, and it is part of them, and they may even go into writing themselves or directing or acting or any part of the thing. This is part of their childhood, and hopefully it made them into a better person.
And one more thing before I let you go. In your words, what does it mean to be a fan of Power Rangers, you think?
It means that you were for the good of mankind, and teamwork helps conquer all problems.
Well, we're glad that we had this conversation with you because, you're immortalized in this universe. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Kevin. All right. Thank you.